Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to try to solve a mystery of what this item is. Is it actually an ancient mousetrap or something else? Now, I first saw this advertised on Etsy from a seller in Morocco. They claimed it was an ancient mousetrap. It was very expensive at $390. They actually had 3 of these for sale of different sizes, but I was most interested in the smallest one, designed for catching mice. Now, it's not completely unreasonable to think this is an ancient clay mousetrap. There's many designs very similar to this that's been used for thousands of years. Now, if I had confirmation from an expert that what we have here is an original ancient clay mousetrap, and if it was complete with the clay door that slides up and down, I'd feel a lot better about paying $390 for it. Actually, when I saw it online, I was so skeptical, I almost didn't buy it. I thought it may be a fake, or it might be another item that's not actually a mousetrap. But I thought it'd be a good video, so I went ahead and ordered it, and it arrived all the way from Morocco in perfect condition. Looking at it, it's handmade. There's a seam right there. It's interesting because as they pressed here, there's marks where their thumbnail pushed into the clay. They made decorative marks along the top and added a handle and 4 holes. Now what those are, I just don't know. Hopefully it's because it's a mousetrap and it's part of the trigger system. There's also a lip that's curved in. Hopefully that's for a door that slides up and down. I shaped a piece of wood on a sander to fit the grooves on the trap. It slides in like this. Hopefully that goes up and down. It will tie with a string up top to bait inside. As they go in there and chew on the bait, it will fall down and capture them. Now there is a problem though. I'm not sure if this is a mousetrap because the door can push forward. I wish there was a groove on bottom to hold it in place. So instead, I'm going to make this work by adding a piece of metal right here. I'll just wedge that in. Now I hope this metal bar will do 2 things. First of all, if we catch a mouse, it won't be able to push the door forward and escape. The second thing is, as we set this, it rests against the bar. That way when the mouse goes in there, chews on the bait, it will drop down and it's not wedged on the sides. So this modification makes me think this may not be a mousetrap, but I'm just not sure. For bait here, I have a seed from a squash I grew in my garden. What I'm going to do is tie a string to the seed. I'm going to go back through the hole in the top, run the needle through the seed, and then tie it off to the string. That way when the mouse chews on the seed, eventually the string will be cut and the door will drop down. I ran this end of the string through the door. We'll lift it up wide enough for the mouse to go down below and tie it off. Now our item here that may be an ancient clay mousetrap is all ready to test out in the barn. That seed there is holding up the door. The mouse will squeeze through, chew on that seed, release the string, that door will fall, and hopefully we catch a mouse in it. Now I am going to test it out in the barn with motion cameras along with another mousetrap. What we have here is a modern version of the same style mousetrap. So we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with what may be an old style mousetrap and the modern replica. We'll tie this up, set it up in the barn, and see if we can get a mouse double. Well, last night, quite a few mice went inside the 2 items here. With this one, they did chew on the string and the door did close, but they were able to pull it open. That may be because I made a wood door that doesn't fit this, but it didn't work. But this one worked perfectly, the modern replica made by Hickory Tree Studios. The mouse went in there, chewed on the bait on the end of the string, and the door closed, and we still have the mouse inside. Now what we caught is a native species known as a deer mouse. Because it's a native species and part of the natural ecosystem, I'm going to set it free. So let's go far away from any buildings and let it go. Okay, mouse, I hope you realize how lucky you are. We'll lift up the door. Well, after reviewing the motion camera footage and looking closely at this item, it's time to decide if we think this is a real ancient mousetrap or something else. In my opinion, there are three options. The first option would be best for me, and that is it's real, it's a very old mousetrap. I just don't have the correct door and I haven't figured out how it works. So hopefully that's true, but I'm pretty skeptical. Now the second option is I may have been a sucker and fallen for a scam. This may be a modern replica that was made to look old and sold online. The third option is this is a real artifact, but not a mousetrap. It may be something else. Now I reached out online to some of my fellow mousetrap collectors, and one response was you have to be careful. This may be an item used to iron clothing. You can tell if it has burnt marks inside from holding hot coals and a smooth bottom. That may be what we have here, but I'm just not sure. First of all, there's no indication that hot coals were placed inside, no black marks. Also, there's 4 holes right below the handle. If there were hot coals, that would burn your fingers with the steam and smoke coming out. Also, the bottom is very rough. It doesn't appear to be an iron. Now there is this black circle. Maybe that's from the firing process, or maybe it's a clue of what this item is. If you know or have a guess, leave a comment down below. So it remains a question. I'd really like to know what this item is, but it was worth the price just to check it out. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed, please consider clicking that button. I've posted over 700 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday and Friday. So if you want to see the best videos on how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned.